be. Ah, there we go. No? Ah, thing does not cooperate right now. Let me see if I can get this out. Hold on. Alright, hold on. We're gonna test to see if we're live right now. So I've got this new device called a Pivo, and it is for helping me record video. And what's pretty cool, oh, now I like exposed it so that, hold on. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Working. Like, I can show you guys. Watch it. So, right there. So what it actually does is pretty cool, and now I'm switch off the flash. Anyway, I'm still figuring this thing out. But pretty cool. It's a new little toy. It doesn't work quite as well on the live as it does without the live, just the regular recording mode, which is pretty cool because it allows me to do different video training and just different things that I do while moving around. Kitchen, that's another big one for anybody who watches my cooking. But I actually wanted to jump on right now, and I can go ahead and see you guys on the computer watching on Facebook. But I can't. It's not the normal Facebook Live, like on what is it? Come on, rotate. There we go. Rotation. All right. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, click and rotate. So I actually really want to jump on and talk about distraction and how easy it is to fall prey to distraction. How easy it is to be vulnerable to distraction. So I know different people right now are on different ends of the spectrum with work and not working. And I think that if you don't have a structured work schedule, and you're used to one especially, it's easier right now to get distracted. And I think even if you are working, it's easier to get distracted. Constant new information being released every 5 minutes about the worldwide situation, the updates, the press conferences, stuff that's behind the curtain, the political parties, the people who are part of the show. You think it's completely 100% real? You think it's 0% real? It doesn't matter. Then there's the cultural narrative going on about what's happening, right? So there's the first level source of information, wherever you're getting that information from, and then that we're stuck. I shouldn't say stuck, but that there's quarantine, self-isolation, social distancing, all the terms, and all that stuff's going on. There's a whole other dialogue that takes place on the internet, which I don't need to tell you guys is a whole different way of communicating than in person. There's things people say over the internet all the time that it's like you would never say that in person. You would never do that in person. And it's not to say it's this or that. It's just a different form of communication. It's communication. It's just a different form of communication. I can say that it's worse, but I can also say that it's better. I can say that sometimes it's actually easier to be yourself over the internet. Sometimes it's easier to do crazy stuff that you wouldn't do in front of people. There's always different ways to look at the same situation. Yesterday I posted something about what makes people positive or negative during all this. And I got such an interesting variety of answers. It was fascinating, honestly. And people coming out of the woodwork, I didn't even know, never comment on my stuff. We're talking about, different takes. Some of it one word, some of them long paragraphs. I got asked about my thoughts on it as well. And I just thought I wanted to put something out there because it's just very interesting to me how different people interpret the same situation, which unique scenarios in our lives. How we spend our time. Now, how we spend our time is also unique, but also there's this new factor. There's this quarantine, this self-isolation, but again, all the terms that everybody's experiencing. And it's the same variable for everyone, right? No one doesn't have that variable pretty much unless you're, like I talked about in yesterday's video, pretty much off the grid. So I'm just finding this concept of distractions really interesting because I think on the one end of the spectrum, there's like absolute perfect, let's just call it, I'm not saying perfect exists, but just bear with me, perfect productivity. Alright? So, accepting that perfect doesn't exist. I actually just got off the phone a little while ago with the person that I work with for one of the sports teams that I work with, and we were talking about the performance of their athletes. And I said, look, as a chef, I want to always hit the ball out of the park, get perfect review from my clients on every meal. Does that always happen? Of course not. The way I would put it is, does a baseball player always hit every ball? Do they always hit a home run? Do they always make every catch? Does, a football player always, quarterback always makes a perfect throw? Does, receiver always catch the pass? That's how I look at it. Nobody bats 1,000. Nobody gets everyone right all the time. So, not saying that you're always going to be productive or always going to be in a good mood or always going to be high energy every moment of every day. Yesterday, I felt kind of awesome. I wasn't just feeling like myself, and just felt really kind of not overwhelmed, but run down by a lot of the information. Again, from information from a first-hand source, then the reference, the reverberation of the information. The information comes out, and then I was putting information out. I was putting my opinion out, and then there was reverberation from that. And I just get tired sometimes of even interacting on that level. I'm just like, you know what? This is just another. It's not to say it's not important. It's not to say it doesn't have its place, its value, its point. But I think a lot of times it becomes a distraction. I think a lot of times it becomes like an addiction. And, computers and technology, we all know, are designed that way. Blue light, all this stuff, the way these programs are all developed. So, today, I was just like, I'm going to be off of stuff more. Obviously, I'm on here now, but part of that was I got this cool new Evo to help me make my videos more interesting. And I can move around. There's going to be a banner going in that little spot. That's already been ordered. I got that done the other night. So, yeah, just want to jump on here and share some of these thoughts because I really feel like distraction is a lot of times it's the gateway to feeling lousy, it's the gateway to feeling down. It's the gateway to being off your game. It's the gateway to your energy being, down. It's the gateway to, that's the thing that can set a lot of people off. Bad nutrition, bad decision making. Again, it starts with distraction. So my point is, don't go on social media at all. Don't look at news at all. But when a lot of times what I recognize in myself is I don't realize I'm distracted essentially until it's too late, right? So what I mean by that is I'm already in distraction mode. I'm already scrolling. I'm already thinking. I've already got that thing on my mind. It's lowering my energy. And all I really need to do to change that is basically focus on something else, right? So as much as I'm getting on here and talking to you guys about distraction and how we want to avoid distraction, how unpleasant distraction, not unpleasant, but distraction takes us away from our goals, our purpose, our, a lot of the things that people were responding to me about yesterday. Distraction can take us away from our health. Distraction can take us away from our loved ones. Distraction can take us away from being productive. And again, it's not that there's not a time, place, purpose. You know, like sometimes on a day when you just like don't feel so great, it's good to have a distraction. What I'm talking about is that as a habit distraction, when you don't realize that you're distracted. That's really when you know. When you come out of it and you recognize, dang, I was like so close. Like, if you ever binge watch a show, I've done it, right? Like I binge watch shows where like I watch them all night, and then like sunlight came up. Like I did that with Sopranos. I did that with Heroes. The show Heroes back in the day. I binge watched that. Again, this is on DVD. This isn't on Netflix. So I know about the binge watch, but that's what I mean. Like sometimes you're in, and you even know that you're, oh yeah, I shouldn't stay up all night, but you do. I do, right? So the point is, it's never going to happen. But right now, what I'm saying is the propensity. In my opinion, the chance that it's going to happen is going to be higher, and the things that are going to start doing, because like a series or whatever has an end. I think right now, one of the biggest challenges for a lot of people, including myself at point, is we don't have, like, this is like a problem that you can't figure out, right? This is like infinity. This is a number that just keeps going. So if you're trying to like get to the end of infinity, you could make yourself crazy, right? You don't know what I mean by infinity, like pi 3.14, and it just keeps going. Right? So, yeah, I'm like, you know, it blows my own brain sometimes when I try to figure this stuff out. And that's the thing, is there's no figuring it out. So, the opposite of distraction, therefore, is like we were saying in the video, or in the post-mission, like purpose and passion and health can be not like the opposite of a distraction. Focus, I would call, opposite of distraction. Focus. So, like, what are the things that you're focused on? What are your top 10? We can say priorities. I don't think that word is the wrong word to be using. And if you're curious right now, I'm stretching out outside of my knee there, all the tendons, all the ligaments connecting down here, fibula. A lot of people will just talk about IT band, and IT band is in there. There's all that chain along the side of my leg. I've got the sand dune under my leg here, and I'm standing on another sand dune on top of this box. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to leave you with that. Recognizing for myself, like, what causes me to feel distracted, what causes me to feel focused. Distractions, low energy, waste of time. Let's just say not productive, not a high return on investment of my time, especially past like an hour or two of doing them, in a day, at the most 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like, it's just like for me, it's like kind of healthy eating. I don't have to eat clean all the time. I don't need to. It's not beneficial to do it all the time. But I have to also recognize that 80 or 90% of the time, probably ideal. Like, that's when I'm going to be showing us my peak state, peak performance, peak mindset, peak habits. One feeds into the next. So it's the same thing with the distraction. Like, what percentage of my overall time, my waking hours maybe, do I want to keep them to? And then if I am going away at if it's like 5 or 10%, right? So if I'm, awake, let's just say 14 hours a day, or 16 hours a day, let's say 8 hours of sleep, 16 hours a day times 7, so that's going to be 130, 70 plus 42, so 112 hours awake a week, right? So 10% of that at the most, so I wanted to have about 12 hours of distraction time, 12, 13, let's say 12 to 15 hours of distraction time. And is that where I'm hanging out, where am I going to, and again, if I go up to 16 or 17, maybe it's not going to make the biggest difference. But if I'm in the 20s, if I get 30 hours of distraction time a week, 40 hours, and please understand that there's a difference between being in the creative mode, being in the creative process, and just being distracted on things that don't have value. Sometimes each activity itself can have a kind of it has a grayscale, right? There's a spectrum of how productive that activity is. That goes matrix where it's urgent, important, non-urgent, unimportant, right? And then putting things in their place. So, lots more I can cover on this. Again, big point of being on here and sharing this with you guys is on personal accountability. One, being real. Like, I want to be real with you guys. I don't want you guys to think like I'm trying to say that I'm productive all the time. I don't get distracted. I get distracted. But what are the things that help me get back to focus? What are the things that make you feel like I have purpose? Doing live videos, getting movement in, even if it's not a hard workout, just moving my body, producing content, sharing it, making it available, cleaning, cleaning the house, speaking to clients. I just got off the phone with very, very important contact, and hopefully going to be starting up a new client in May. Yeah, these kinds of things, like, planning ahead, vision casting, speaking to friends, right? And then also looking at the things that are the distractors and just really being clear, especially like social media, because social media is one of those ones in the gray, where it can be extremely beneficial, it can be extremely well spent time. It also can be a huge time waster and huge distractor and a big time energy drain. So I'm being more aware of that. Hard balance, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's challenging sometimes, but it's worthwhile to, first identify it. In my opinion, it's worthwhile to identify it and then, act on it. So that's the plan. See how I do. Keep me accountable. Follow up if you watch the video, if you like the video. If you have any feedback, if you have any insights, love to hear them. That's what I'm all about right now. That's the whole point of a lot of this is to create a dialogue. Because I know I'm not the only person who thinks this way. One of the quotes, the concept I talk about often is that I had a ninth grade geometry teacher, Dr. Ungaro, and he said, if you have a question, you should ask it, because there's a good chance 3 other people in the class have the same question. So you're helping yourself, but you're also helping them. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. If you have some feedback, if you have questions, if you got stuff, throw it out there, right? That's great. One of the good things, the benefits of social media and internet-based dialogue and conversations, that we can kind of be more open, we can be more vulnerable, we can be more just bold, and hopefully things to share that are value, not just, people get on here talking nonsense, kind of provoke you. My belief is the people who are like that, they're going to take care of themselves. They're going to take care of each other, and I don't mean take care of as in put a blanket on. The crazy people, the people who are kind of everyone has different opinions. If I agree with you on one thing, I might disagree with you on something else. But my capacity to communicate with you and still have different opinions, in my opinion, that is what matters. Maybe you have a different opinion about that. Maybe you think, not everyone is going to be able to communicate even if they have a different opinion. I think we can all communicate even if you don't. If I like blue and you like red, still be friends. Not even friends, you can just communicate. You have simple discourse. I don't have to yell at you. Blue is the best color. Red sucks. I like purple, you like green. Green sucks. Okay, you like green. Cool. Like, just don't splash green paint on my house. Anyway, thoughts for another time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, feedback, comments, shares are always appreciated. Much love for people who share this stuff. Gonna keep coming with it, because like I said, this is a focus for me rather than a distraction. And I'm really, really drilling down on what those things are, because distractions drain, and the foci, the focuses, the purposes, the things that stir you, things you can get your work up, they triple down on those. That's what I'm doing over here. Triple down on what works, and watch the magic happen. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening and being part of the journey. I'm in here with everybody else.